Grace Kelly was not happy. What was really happening between Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III? Grace Kelly, the American actress who captivated audiences in the 1950s with her ethereal beauty and talent, made headlines when she married Prince Rainier III of Monaco in 1956. This royal union was celebrated as a modern fairy tale, a glamorous romance that seemed to blend the worlds of Hollywood and European royalty. However, beneath the surface of this seemingly perfect marriage lay a complex reality marked by personal struggles, societal expectations, and unfulfilled dreams. The fairy tale begins. Grace Kelly's journey from Hollywood starlet to Princess of Monaco began in 1955 when she met Rainier at the Cannes Film Festival. Their whirlwind romance captured the imagination of the public. Kelly, who had already won an Academy Award for her performance in The Country Girl, was the epitome of grace and charm. Rainier, on the other hand, was a handsome prince facing the pressures of ruling a small but strategically significant principality. The couple's engagement was announced the following year, and the world watched in awe as they exchanged vows in a lavish ceremony that was broadcast globally. For many, it was a dream come true, a classic story of love conquering all. Yet, as the fairy tale unfolded, it became evident that the reality was far more complicated. The weight of royal expectations. Being a princess came with a heavy burden of expectations. While Grace was celebrated for her beauty and poise, she quickly realized that her role in Monaco was far from glamorous. The responsibilities of royal life were daunting. She was expected to adhere to strict protocols, engage in charity work, and represent the principality at various events. For a woman who had once relished in the spontaneity of acting, this new life felt suffocating. Moreover, the pressures of being a royal were compounded by the intense scrutiny from the media. The world was fascinated by Grace, and every move she made was analyzed. The once celebrated actress found herself longing for the freedom she once enjoyed in Hollywood, where she could express herself without the weight of royal duties. The cracks begin to show. As time went on, the cracks in the facade of their fairy tale began to show. Grace and Rainier had 3 children, Caroline, Albert, and Stephanie, but the demands of motherhood and royal duties took a toll on Grace. Reports suggest that she often felt isolated and overwhelmed, struggling to balance her responsibilities as a mother and a princess. In interviews, Grace spoke lovingly of her children but rarely mentioned her husband, which raised eyebrows. Friends of the couple reported that Rainier's commitment to his royal duties often took precedence over family life. He was a dedicated ruler but sometimes seemed distant, leaving Grace feeling lonely in her new role. The strain of celebrity and royalty. The juxtaposition of Grace's past life as a Hollywood star and her current role as a royal created tension in their marriage. Grace was accustomed to a life of excitement and creativity while Rainier was entrenched in the formalities of governance. This clash of lifestyles led to misunderstandings and frustration. Grace's attempts to maintain her identity as an actress were met with resistance. Although she had stepped away from the silver screen, she missed the thrill of acting and the camaraderie of her peers. Rainier, on the other hand, was keen on upholding the image of a stable royal family, often discouraging Grace from engaging with the Hollywood scene. A marriage under pressure. As the years went by, Grace's discontent grew. Friends noted that she often felt trapped by her royal duties and the expectations placed upon her. In private, she expressed a longing for the life she had left behind, and the pressures of her royal role began to take a toll on her mental well-being. Despite their love, Rainier's inability to fully understand Grace's struggles created a rift between them. While he was a devoted husband and father, his focus on duty sometimes overshadowed the emotional support Grace needed. The couple's public appearances, once filled with affection, began to exhibit signs of strain. Their smiles seemed forced, and the warmth that once characterized their relationship faded. The tragic end. Grace Kelly's life took a tragic turn in 1982 when she died in a car accident, leaving behind a legacy of beauty, talent, and royal intrigue. Her death shocked the world and reignited discussions about her life in Monaco. In the wake of her passing, Rainier was left to grapple with his grief and the complexities of their marriage. In the years that followed, Rainier often reflected on their relationship, acknowledging the challenges they faced. He spoke of Grace with deep affection, recognizing the sacrifices she made for their family. "She was the love of my life," he said in interviews, adding a layer of poignancy to their story. The legacy of Grace and Rainier. The marriage of Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III serves as a reminder that even fairy tales have their shadows. While their love story began with promise and glamour, it ultimately revealed the complexities of navigating life in the public eye. Grace's struggles highlight the sacrifices that often accompany such high-profile roles and the impact of societal expectations on personal happiness. In retrospect, Grace Kelly's life as a princess was not merely a fairy tale, it was a nuanced narrative of love, sacrifice, and identity. As we reflect on her legacy, we remember not just the glamorous image of the princess but the real woman behind it, a woman who yearned for freedom and authenticity in a world that often demanded otherwise. Grace Kelly's story continues to resonate, reminding us that the most captivating tales are often the ones that reveal the depth of human experience, fraught with challenges, joys, and the pursuit of happiness. Her life remains a testament to the complexities of love, the pressures of duty, and the enduring search for personal fulfillment.